Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to one of my process videos for the How to Kill a Kit with Style. So this month our theme is vintage, and so to go with that theme I pulled out some old My Mind's Eye and some other papers that gave me that vintage feel, and I am scrapbooking some family photos. So this is a photo that I snatched off of Facebook from, I think, one of my cousins, that they had gone through some family albums and found a bunch. And this is of my dad's family. So this would be my great-grandfather who died when my dad was 13. My dad, his brother, his mom, my Aunt Jeanette, her husband, my Aunt Joyce, and my Aunt Joan Marie. So it's kind of cool to see the whole family together. For this layout, I'm going to go ahead and use this My Mind's Eye as my background. This is Find Your Wings and Fly. It's got just this chevron on one side in beige, but I'm going to go ahead and use the layered look, and I'm going to add more layers to it, I think. And then I have this, this is Lost and Found 3 by Jen Allison. And then I have a piece of Echo Park in the pink. I did grab also a 6x6 paper from Lost and Found. I like the grid. I've got a doily. And then I have these simple stories, and I thought this word family and maybe memories might go together, or, you know, we'll see. For sure, I know I want the family. And so I'm going to go ahead and put that to the side. I also have some shimmers that I've put some water in both a gray and a pink. I thought those would go great. And then I grabbed some Heidi Swapp Color Shine in gold that I think I'm going to try and splatter. So the first thing I think I want to do is start putting some mixed media on the background. I have no idea where my picture's going to go, but I did grab out this Stampin' Up! Background stamp I've had in my stash forever. And it's just a script. I think it's like French words, but I thought I would go ahead and just put a little distress ink. This is vintage photo, so keep with that kind of that brown tone. And I'm not worried about having the whole thing stamped, just a portion of it. And we're just going to go ahead and put this in just a few spots around the layout. Let's see how it's just kind of filling in the background just a little bit and gives it that, again, I want that vintage heritage type feel. So again, I'm just kind of randomly adding the ink to the back of this background stamp. And then I think I'll add some more down here. And even this background paper just has some like penciling stuff. So this is just adding a little bit more to it. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm pretty like that. So we'll go ahead and leave that as it is. And then I'm thinking about tearing maybe. So let me go ahead and grab my scissors. I'm being lazy and not getting out my cutter. I'm thinking I'm going to do more tearing than anything. And because I have that kind of collaged look, I'm kind of embracing the imperfection of it all. All right. So I like that kind of in the middle there. That's just adding another layer to it. Let's first go ahead and see if we can get some of these splatters on. Oh, I know this is a cheap paintbrush, but it's kind of breaking. This is just going to pull a little bit more of that pink in around the layout. All right, leave that to dry. And I did not grab any water, so let me just go ahead and spray this brush. I'm gonna move my picture so I don't ruin that. And I'm just gonna spray this, clean it off. And let's go ahead and add some of this silvery, I can't talk, silvery gray. Oh, yep, my paintbrush broke. How does that happen? Let's see if I can still do it. Yep, this will work. Hey, whoever said scrapbookers aren't talented and can improvise. Let's go ahead and add a few bigger splats. All right, and that's going to get thrown away. And we will put that to the side to dry. And then let's see if I can get my color shine open. I'm just kind of doing it on the diagonal where I've got the stamping in the background. And I can always add more. All right. It's a little bit more gold. I didn't shake it good enough. There we go. All right, so for now, I'm going to put this behind me while we mat the photo, and I'll bring it back in just a second. So I'm thinking I want to mat it and tear it. I'm going to give it a little bit bigger mat here. Like that. And let's go ahead and add this. We're going to do the same thing, because with the background already having a lot of the layers, I don't think I need to do any big mats. I just want to have these layers around the photos. The other thing I want to pull in is I have some 49th and Market embellishment pieces that look like library cards and things like that, that I think I can layer in the back. And then let's cut this in half. And I'm going to tear the bottom of this one again. All right, now let me grab my mind's eye and see what we can find that we can add in here as well. We do have some pinks and different things that we can build upon. So I'm thinking like a tab. And I don't know about the picture frames, but I do like these tags. So let me grab these tickets and I can throw the ticket in. Kind of like that. Kind of like the botanical. I think I'm going to put a little bit to each side. Maybe into this layer. And we'll get one more on this side. Try and match the height. I'm just eyeballing it. All right, what else do we have in here? We have this ticket. See about this ticket instead. Okay, kind of like that. Let's see how this looks. Put the big doily on there. All right, pretty happy with that. Now I also have from the Parasol collection from Maggie Holmes, I have the paper repack, which has a lot of little bits and pieces that we can throw in. So let's see what we can find to add in here. And these have more of a vintage feel to them. Kind of like this camera. see, we have a bike. Let's throw the bicycle maybe down there. Kind of like this one because that would break up a little bit of that pink. If I add that in there like that. And that one, and then that one, and then you got that little bit behind. Kind of like that. I'm going to cut this in half and see if I can use part on the top and part on the bottom. Now these are washi, so you kind of have to have fingernails or use a pokey tool to kind of separate the washi from the paper. So let's see if I can get this in. Oh, I need to turn it a little. There we go. I like that. Let's go ahead and glue these down. I think I'm going to cut this one in half and stick a little bit at the bottom. And I think I'm going to tear the ticket and do the same thing with the tickets. And just put a small portion of the tickets down below. Put that one behind. And then do the same thing down here. We'll kind of see if we can get this washi down below. And I think we'll put it on this grid paper like the other one. Most of it will get covered up, which is okay. I just want a little bit peeking out. And then let's see where we can put these two. I think this one's going to go under the photo, like that. And then we'll have the tickets coming out from the bottom. All right, like that. I really like this vintage camera, but I think I would have to put it on some cardstock. This is kind of cool, this flower. I'm gonna cut this. No, you know what? I'm just gonna put the whole thing behind. So all I'm doing is just kind of building up the layers behind. So everything's peeking out, and I'm continuing on with that layered look that was in the original paper. All right, so let me find a piece of cardstock. a piece of paper that I can use. And then I do have a doily as well. All right, here's a piece of cardstock. And I'm just gonna beef this up since it's just a washi, because I think the camera's kind of cool. And I'm just gonna go ahead and fussy cut it out and use that as a die cut. All right. I think I'm going to pop this up on a piece of foam because it's going over all these layers. So I'll just go ahead and pop it up. Oops. And there we go. Now I did have some florals as well. I wonder if I want to stick any of these behind. Kind of like that. Yeah, kind of like that too. So I think I'm going to do these two florals. I'll do one tucking out from under the papers. And then I'm just going to put the one behind. Let me see if I have one that's in half, so I don't have to use a full one. Perfect. All right. Now let's go ahead and bring our layout back in. It's still going to be wet, which is okay. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of lay it on here and see. And see how all those extra layers just add more to it and still pop out. And then you see a little bit of the stamping underneath it. And then I think I'm going to add a little bit of a real doily, so it will double up the doily. And we'll add some at the bottom. Just have a little bit peeking out. Okay, so now go over the top. I like it. Let's go ahead and add some adhesive. We'll just go ahead and center that on there. like that. Now I need my Simple Stories word, and we'll see how that looks. I think we'll go right there, like that. Now it does have, I do have this one that says Memories, the little book plate. And I think I'll go ahead and add that there. And then to add a little bit more of the dimension, maybe I'll add a heart up here in the gray. And I think we're going to call that one done. So hopefully you saw how you can take some of your older stash, mix it with your newer stash, and just, again, some people have problems with these busy layered papers. And so I think now you can't tell where the paper began and my layers began. You really have to look close at it to realize that this was part of the original paper. And we just added more and more and more to it to give it that dimension. And I'm pretty happy with it. Now I have room up here to talk about the fact that it was my dad with his family. So thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this process video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and make sure that you follow everyone who's playing along this month with the How to Kill a Kit with Style. They've got some great ideas that are coming and how to use some of your vintage stash, whether it be old stash or items that look vintage. Take it any way you want. I'm taking it historical, so I'm scrapbooking a lot of old family photos this month, and I'm going to be excited to have these in my scrapbook so my family can see, you know, what their grandfather's family looked like. Thank you so much for stopping by, and we will see you again on my channel. Bye.